it is difficult to be judged, to be reviewed. As a teenager, I remember one casting director who later became a producer. I was in the middle of doing a reading for her, and she stopped me and she said, "Listen, you are not pretty enough to be an actress. You have to find something else that you want to do." I can't answer the real question. All I can tell them is it's easy.
Hey guys, welcome to the weekly fighting game conversations, where we talk about fighting games and all things related to fighting games. I'm your host, X, and today is May 10, 2020. This podcast is free, but we only ask for your support in our fight against COVID-19 by donating to the Association of Philippine Medical Colleges. You can check out how to do that in the comments below. So for today, we have Dpuff and Lately. Dpuff being one of both of these players, both of these guys are the veterans of the Cebu FGC, the Cebu FGC melee scene. So what's up, guys?
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
We're good.
welcome both of you to the Weekly FGC. So like to start with, like Jonathan, I there was like we found out like you were like a grade 11 calculus teacher back in Ateneo de Cebu at one point.
Yeah. So there was a time like a few years ago where the school was having a hard time looking for a calculus teacher, and the HR person of Sacred Heart or Ateneo is a close friend of mine and took a shot, asked me if I wanted to teach. I said I can do it, but only part time, and ended up teaching for calculus for 2 sems and pre-calculus for 1 sem.
Ooh, man, if
Well,
I could have been what if I was a student like, oh, it's Dpuff. He's cool because he plays melee and he teaches calculus. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
none of my students know that I play melee though. Some of them knew that I play ultimate, but not melee.
But did they ever like challenge you or something back when you were like teaching?
Yeah, one of them wanted to play with me against in ultimate, but I never got to play in
Oh.
school because you know
You should have destroyed him.
But you should have.
I knew I would have.
You get free pass to the sem if you beat me.
I will give you a perfect grade if you manage to get one stock off of me. All right.
Oh no, I can't do that because
Yeah,
it's
that's unethical.
that's unethical.
So like, for lately, have you played other iterations of Smash, or have you just been melee born and raised? Like from, I know you've also played a bit of Ultimate because we played a bit, but then have you always just been melee, or have you played every other iteration?
I've played every one for at least, I want to say at least, I put in at least maybe 50 to 100 hours in each game aside from the Wii U. That one was less than 2 hours I put in, less than 1 hour.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, well, because when I played 64, as a super young, child when it came out with friends.
Yeah.
From 2008 to 2014, I took like a hiatus from like Melee or Smash. I focused on other games like MOBAs, things like that. And I was at a friend's birthday, and then he was like, "Oh, did you know there's like a new like Melee game?" And I was like, "What?" Like, I mean, not Melee, new Smash game. And then that's when we tried like a few games
Of Smash 4. Was it Smash 4 back then?
Yeah, Smash 4.
And then I kind of feel you. Like you didn't really like it or enjoyed playing it, right? No.
I at the time, like I was like, well, this is a really pretty game, and I enjoyed it because it was with friends. It was really casual.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that day, we just mostly played Melee though.
So what about like Dpuff? Did you play other iterations of Smash, or like other than I know you played Smash 4, Melee, and and Ultimate, but did you ever get to play like 64 and Brawl?
Yeah, I got to play 64 first, I think. That was on an emulator. So I got to play with it, but that was my first Smash game, and I played it in college.
Whoa.
I was so pretty late in my life. Then the next Smash game I played, since it was around college, I was around 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
Was when we started playing Brawl. So Brawl is most of my weekends in college were Brawl. So I play with my roommates or my high school friends. So Brawl, Subspace Emissary, everything, all that stuff. That was amazing.
Brawl is a great game, yeah.
Brawl is a great game for Subspace Emissary.
For Subspace Emissary, yeah.
Then I played Smash 4. So I took after college and I started working, I basically stopped playing Smash. Then when Smash 4 came out, that's when I bought a 3DS. So I bought a 3DS for Smash 4. And that's when I started getting into tournaments and stuff.
Into competitive like Smash. That's when you got into it again.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. And like, okay, but aside from Smash, did you guys ever play any other fighting games? Like, Yeah, or has it
Alright.
been Smash?
So
Um,
for me, like I used to play like the first fighting game I ever played was like Mortal Kombat on the
Ooh.
Super Nintendo, and this other fighting game I still don't remember the name of it. It's like this fighting game where the fighters are from all over the world, and I still forget the name. And the thing is, I don't have people to play with, so I'll just play through the story mode, and I'm done.
Oh, that sounds really cool. Like, what do you mean, like fighting characters from all over the world? What do you mean?
No, that's the only thing I remember about the game.
Street
Huh.
Fighter 2
Yeah,
Turbo.
It's not Street Fighter. I know Street Fighter. It's not Street Fighter 2.
oh,
It's like
huh.
either I I really cannot
You can't remember.
for the life
Well,
of me remember the name. I tried searching it like vague terms, and I remember I found it one time and then I forgot about it again.
why not just Google it up? Like fighting game with
Fighting games world.
fighting game with characters from all over the world. You might
Yeah,
just I don't know, find it.
Like
yeah,
there
like
was a world map in the game that
there was a
showed.
world map. Yeah, I know there was like a pirate, and then there were like three characters from Japan, and they were all ninjas.
You know what? You got me interested. I might just search that up later. Because I'm just like, what is this? But
Yeah.
what about you lately? Like, have you played any other fighting games other than just Smash? Um, lately, you there?
I
Uh
think
oh.
I
I
think
think
he got disconnected somehow.
yeah, I think he might have just accidentally disconnected. Oh boy. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Like while lately is away. Oh, Deepa, like how did you get into Melee, dude? Like how did you get into it?
All right, so the story is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Back in 2015, so I was
I
running
had a mini
tournaments
brownout.
together.
I'm
Oh, you
turning
had a mini
on my
brownout. Anyway,
computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
power surge.
So there was this we ran a tournament for Smash 4 back in 2015, I believe.
Mhm.
And so we were just running a Smash 4 tournament, and then one of the contestants brought along a CRT and a GameCube to introduce everyone to Melee.
Mm.
And so I picked it up and lost interest right away. So everybody else enjoyed it, I did not. And so everyone else, so that was so Grabby was there, and some of the other Smash admin
Mm.
and the Smash group admin. And when he tried to play it, so he was like inviting everyone else to. So Grabby was trying to invite everyone else to play it. I was like, all right, sure, let's play it.
Mm.
And that's when, well, that's how we got into it.
So it's weird how at first it was like, you know what, I don't like this, but then now you're playing it constantly with people like
Yeah, I
them.
can't imagine. I think it's because the character that I picked did not mesh with me. Like
What would
the first character I played with was Ganondorf,
ah
and I just didn't get how he moved and everything.
mm.
So like, you guys play with that. And but when I picked up my current main, Jigglypuff, just clicked.
the Cebu Hungry Box, everyone. That's the buff right there.
Cebu
The Cebu
Hungry
Hungry Box. So like lately, how did you get into the whole Melee scene? Like, yeah, why did it start for you?
Okay, so of course I played like as a kid growing up. I grew up in Houston, Texas,
Hmm.
and there'd be like my parents would go to like a party, like a family friend party. There's a bunch of like other kids there. We're all Filipino. We're all playing. We're just like just playing with childhood friends. But in high school, in around 2006, 2005, I was just talking about Melee with some like friends from like Ragnarok Online, like just my Ragnarok friends.
Ooh.
And one of them was like, I mentioned Melee, and the first thing he said was, "Do you even know how to wave dash, or do you even wave dash?" And then that's when I joined Smash Boards. I looked all these things up. Because I wanted to beat my friends, like the friends at the family gatherings. Because I would always get like I'd get beat pretty bad, like honestly, like back then.
Yeah.
So I looked up, that's when I looked up wave dashing, and then that's how I saw like
Saw the
old
light.
videos. Like yeah, exactly. Like I saw all these videos, all this content online on the old forums, and then that's ever since then, like it's always been like a race to level up with one of my good friends back home, and he
Yeah.
mained Fox, I mained Falco, and we were just like constantly like going on the forums and applying stuff.
Yeah. You. So wait, you were back then. You were still in Houston, right?
Yeah, but what got me like super super into Melee was like earlier I mentioned I took like a hiatus from like Smash. I didn't really look things up.
Yeah.
And then in 2014, that old friend of mine, I'll just call him uh, John Francis. So he like knocks on my door after I haven't spoken to him in like 2 or 3 years, and he says, "Hey, it's my birthday. You want to come over and play Melee?" This is like 2014,
Mm-hmm.
and I go to his place, meet up some old friends, and we had a lot of fun, and that's what got me back into it. And then I came to Philippines, and when I was in the Philippines, I wasn't really focused on like I didn't really grind. Like I was pretty bad compared to how I am now. But in Philippines, like I noticed, like that was 2015 actually when he uh, that was actually 2015 when he asked me to play, and that's that same summer I was just browsing Twitch randomly, and I saw like Melee with like the most views. It was featured on Evo, and in my mind I was like, wait, what? The scene is like still like why are there so many viewers? Like how is the scene is still alive? And then it's from there I just got addicted to watching like the competitors compete.
That's true. That's probably like how Melee is still so resilient until now. It's a game that was made in 2001, and up till today, people are still like going crazy over it. Like, wow, it makes me wonder, like, what is it about the game that makes it that makes it keep on going, even with all the other fighting games today? It's still there in the scene. Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how Melee is still among the highlights of the big fighting game tournaments. And all I can really say about it is Melee is really exciting to watch. I mean, if you look at other iterations of Smash,
Yeah.
even like Brawl isn't so. I mean, Melee versus Brawl, Melee looks better for a spectator to watch. Melee versus Smash 4, I'd still give it to Melee.
Melee.
And Ultimate probably are on par
Mm-hmm.
for
True.
the spectator to watch.
True. I agree with that because yeah, well, that's the thing I wanted to ask. Like,
I'm
like what Jonathan, like, he compared Melee to other iterations, but like overall, you'd say that how would you compare Melee over every other Smash game? Would you put it at the very top of Smash, or would you say like it's just right above their Ultimate, or what?
You first.
okay.
Say what you want. Go ahead.
First, if you're the like someone that's really competitive, I would put it at like peak, like peak Smash. If you're the type of person where like if you lose a game, you're like, no, let's keep playing. Like, we're not done yet. We have to keep playing. And melee is it for me.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. For me, like all of the after 64, 64 was like the introduction of the Smash concept. Melee, I think, is where they got everything correct, and then they tried to improve on it or change up certain things in like Brawl, Smash 4, and Ultimate. But like Melee for me is still like Smash in its purest form.
Wow, whoa.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
it is.
watching Melee. Like if I watch Melee, I just want to play Melee. Like that's what happens.
But what I mean, you guys have seen tournaments of like 64, Brawl, Smash 4 Ultimate.
Yeah, I still tune into Ultimate. I want to see MKLeo be the best for
yeah.
like
Oh,
for 10 years straight. Like, I root for that guy all the time.
Yeah, I mean, ultimate. Yeah, with ultimate tournaments, I really enjoy watching them as well. But there's just, I think the difference is with the mechanic of rage. When they introduced rage in Smash 4, it
yeah,
kind of made comebacks easier. Like in Melee, you had to work a little bit harder for a comeback.
that's true.
Hmm.
That's true.
With Smash 4 and with Ultimate, it kind of made the comebacks a little bit easier for the player who's behind.
That's true. Because yeah, the rage mechanic does make a big difference. Because in melee, even if like you're really high percent, there's all of your damage still does the same. And what do you call that? Like moves still become stale. So yeah, that makes
Yes,
more sense. Yeah, the rage mechanic does make a huge difference for people who are behind. It's like, oh, here's a way for you to get back at the game. But yeah, I guess
like
that's
here's
what
a handicap.
like for melee. I think for me it's more about what makes it so exciting is the fact that when you see the players on screen, not just the characters, like just the players, like the way they move their hands on the controllers, I'm like, oh my god, how do you do that? I can barely like click all those buttons in sequence. Like, how are they so fast? And then you see that, like how their characters move around on stage. Like you just imagine how their fingers are tied up on the controls.
Yeah, I'm still amazed by that. I mean, I can't move that quickly, which is fine with the character I chose. But for lately,
Lately, Fox,
Yeah,
go
I've
on.
I've even incorporated using a glove to get more consistent with like button pushes. Like you've seen it, Jonathan, right? Like you
yeah,
ask like, what's the glove for? Well, it's to
it's
get
for looking like Michael
it's to
Jackson.
reduce friction.
Do-
Um,
Does it help? Like, does it really,
it
really help?
helps. Yeah. Well, before I used gloves, I would put on baby powder on my hands, and then I would like put a ton of baby powder on my thumb, and then it would be fine for like 2 games, but then I'd have to reapply baby powder all the time, and then you don't want baby powder going into your controller, right? You end up having to clean it. It's kind of a hassle.
Yeah.
But so I had a friend, like one of my friend's girlfriends. She would watch us play,
Mm.
and when she rarely played melee, she just played Yoshi just for fun. But the way she described it is, what she sees on the screen is what you guys are pushing with your buttons, like, or that's how she described melee. Like what you get on the screen is what you push with the controller. Like everything is like, it's like a one-to-one, like, transfer of like input, and you see your character move. So there's that, like, I guess reward or
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like in some games where you press back A, it comes out to different action compared to
oh yeah,
uh,
exactly.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
back A would be a different move, but in Smash or in Melee, back A would just mean you're going back twice and you're attacking once.
Ah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's actually right. Yeah, that's true. Like, what your inputs in Smash are, it's exactly what you see on the screen. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's a good thing to think about. Like, it's that's the difference between Smash and other fighting games. What was that?
yeah.
Everyone still here?
So I think lately was gone again. But anyway,
Lately?
that's the thing about Smash. It's like whatever you there are no set combos.
Mm-mm.
Like
Hmm.
nobody says, all right, back A is this one, or forward A B X Y Z is this move or this combo. You just do a thing and you string it yourself.
Yeah, like
So like, there's one player on the Smash documentary. He called it, if everything else is like rock and roll or country music, Smash is jazz.
wait.
Yeah,
Who
you
was
make your own combos. That was wife, right? I think that was his tag.
Was that wife? Yeah, I think it was wife. The Peach player?
Probably wife. Yeah,
Yeah, it was wife.
wife's speech.
That's true. Oh, but so like for you guys, why do you think that Melee today is still popular? What is it about it that makes it still popular even with Ultimate out?
What makes
All
it
right.
so popular?
Yeah.
Like what still
So
makes it like relevant like in the fighting game scene even till today?
yeah, I think it's like if you watch Melee, it's like really much faster than everything else. So I think that's what makes it more exciting. So characters die at earlier percents, um, and you have all of these techs, tech skills like L canceling, wave dashing, and all of that stuff, wave landing, which makes the game move much quicker.
Mm.
And because of that, I mean, it's really, really entertaining to watch. And so people want to get into it, and it's really easy to get into. Like wave dashing isn't really difficult per se to do. It's difficult to do consistently, but
Mm-mm.
it's not
But
difficult to do per se.
would you say it's absolutely necessary though? Like would you? Like for like a
I,
match?
I, I don't wave dash.
But who knows how your wave dash is a lot. Who knows how to wave dash like a lately here, but Fox.
Lately can wave dash. A lot of the Manila players can wave dash consistently. I
Like
cannot wave dash
wait, what?
consistently.
Oh, right, right. As a puff player, I don't think you have to wave dash that much. I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, people were telling me like you don't need. I was like, I want to practice wave dashing, and then they were like, my friends in the Smash admin were like, you don't really need to learn how to wave dash because since you're playing puff, you don't have to wave dash because you don't stay on the floor on the ground so much.
Hmm.
I was like, all
It's
right, that's true, and I gave up learning how to wave dash altogether.
and yeah, that's true. You basically you have like what 5 jumps, so I'm pretty sure you don't really need to learn how to. I mean, you still can, but it's not as great other than just jumping around and just yeah. I felt it. I felt like
Yeah, but I think at some point I will really need to learn how to wave dash just to do some rest setups that are yeah, because there are ways where you can just wave dash and instantly kill your opponent.
yeah. I've
But the
seen
way I play right now, I can't. It's hard for me to do those things.
I've seen Hungry Bucks so they just wave dash and then to a fox and just rest. I'm like, wow, the amount of the moxie you need to have to do that, like that's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. See with the Jigs, Jigglypuff is a high risk, high reward character.
Hmm.
So
But how early?
she's really easy to kill because she's really light,
Mm.
but she can get you with an with a single move and you're dead, like a
Yeah.
10%.
One rest off stage, near off stage, and you're most likely gonna eat the blast zone like straight
Yeah.
away.
Sometimes even from the middle of the stage.
That's so
Yeah,
unfair.
it's the best move in the game.
If
Not
you
not Fox's shine. It's rest.
hit, I'd still give it an edge to
But
Fox Shine because of the amount of stuff you can do with it. But yeah, rest is like the most powerful in terms of
your biggest reward.
yeah,
Biggest
biggest
reward for sure.
yeah, but also highest risk.
Yeah. You like if you miss it, it's probably a sure thing that you're gonna lose your stock.
Actually, yeah, maybe shine is the best because it's a high reward and it's an invincible frame. So
Yeah.
that,
Shine's best.
Shine is
yeah, Shallow, let's. I'm being real, and I'm a Fox player. Shine's best in
That's
the
because you
game.
love Fox. Okay, well, so lately, before you got rudely cut out because of like a power surge or something,
Mhm.
what do you think still makes Melee relevant today? Like, what is it about it that you think keeps it going, even with all other fighting games out there?
One big thing besides the gameplay, we'll talk about like the community, the icons, the public figures. Like you have Mango, Leffen,
Mhm.
Hbox. Um, you know, who else is there?
Armada,
PPMD, Mewtwo King, Armada.
yeah.
All these like like these players, like they garner a fan base, and it's pretty crazy, like how like much the Melee fans want their favorite players to win.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Yeah.
like it has like all these personalities. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, the cool thing about these people that you just mentioned, most of them have different uh mains. Am I right? Like H-Box is Jigglypuff.
Mm-mm.
Mewtwo
Like-
King is Marth. Am I right?
Marth, yeah, he's known as the OG Marth.
Mm.
Well,
Marth.
besides Ken, of course.
Armada is mains Peach.
Peach, definitely. Mango is Falco, yeah?
Falco,
Mango.
and yeah, nowadays it's Falco,
Falco.
Mango does Falco these days. Yeah.
and he
But he
only
used
brings
to
out a
main-
box for Hungry Box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Like as I said, kind of remembered something like Armada going against Hungry Box, and he picked the pocket Young Link to go against his Puff, which actually worked. Did it work out? I don't remember.
I think it worked out twice, maybe, but I'm not too familiar.
Yeah,
I just know
I
it
remember
worked out once,
seeing-
and it was super hype.
Yeah, I remember seeing a Young Link against the Puff, and I was like, oh, Young Link is a counter pick for Puff.
But how? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna ask. Like, how is it a counter pick for Puff? I guess.
So like I said earlier, Puff dies really early, and Young Link has two moves, I think, that can kill Puff reliably at lower percents than usual.
Mm-mm.
And since Young Link has those bombs, you can just wall out Puff, the Puff player, and
Mm-mm.
trap him with an up air or a down air, and that's the end of it.
Bye bye Puff, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. You know
Like
what?
I went, there was
Yeah,
a
go.
tournament over the weekend, last Friday, and I went against a Young Link player, and I was shocked. I was like, the percent was still really low, and I died very early.
Mm-mm. How did he kill you with? What move did he use to get your stock out?
It was just down air.
Down there, yeah, down there.
Down air. Mm. It's like
Down air is a Puff killer.
Puff killer. Yeah, you guys just recently joined a tournament last Friday. How was that, by the way?
We tied. Me and Jonathan tied.
Yeah, we got eliminated in the same round.
Like, how many people joined in on the Melee online tournament?
That was 12 people actually, and the cool fact was there was one player from Macau that was competing.
Ooh. Wait, what
Which
did the guy
which one
use?
was he?
Okay, answer yours first.
He uses Falco and Cheek. Yeah, the thing with I call Philippines like Falco land because there's so many Falco mains in like Luzon area.
Well,
Yeah.
well, we have a national. You know what? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the national sport. It's
we
just
love,
Falco dittos.
we love
Falco
our.
is the national main.
But which is weird because I mean, I've played Melee players here, like you guys. I haven't seen a Falco yet. Really? There's a lot of Falcos?
There used to be, but like the guy I mentioned earlier, Grabby. Grabby plays either Falco or Marth,
Mm.
but just like earlier this year, he moved to the US, but yeah, his Falco is really good. Like whenever he bring out a Falco, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna lose badly to this guy.
You have to try hard.
I really have to. I have to try extra hard.
Extra hard.
Extra hard. To beat Grabby, I always have to be on my A game, but against his Falco, I have to bring my A+ game.
So, like, other than that, like, have you guys fought anyone in like Cebu? We can say like, oh my god, he's so good. Like, I have to beat him. Or are you guys like the pinnacle of Melee here in Cebu?
I mean, we might have hidden bosses that we don't know about. You never know about that.
That's true.
Yeah, like there may be some people who don't know that there is this scene and just have like hidden whatever
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's like a really professional player somewhere holed up in his house, like, yeah, I'm the best. Like just really silent. And when he comes
Yeah,
out and beats, everyone's like, yeah, he's the king. I don't know.
yeah,
So,
but from the people that we know, probably lately is the best here in Cebu.
uh,
Yeah.
would you agree to that, KK? Huh? Huh?
Uh, because
Yeah.
I'd agree with I have been I put in a lot of time. But actually, there's someone that's like pretty close, and we go like head to head. Remember Josh? He was here for a while
Oh
until he
yeah.
graduated. Yeah. So he actually booked. He went on his sweeper flight, and he was able to get out of the Philippines last night. So he's probably back in California now. But he's probably the reason why I'm this good today, because when I played him, I was like, okay, this guy is the real deal. So let me practice 1 hour a day every day for
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
long time.
I have to say, like between you and Josh was definitely better.
At one point.
Yeah, at one point. I remember playing against him, and oh my gosh, that's also where I got better.
Yeah, like he got second at the tournament, and if I stayed Fox or Falco, I'm pretty sure he would have won. And the reason I won with Peach is because he doesn't know how to play Peach. But in our last session, there's actually a VOD of this on my Twitch. I was playing versus Hawk and Josh, and you know how in the 20XX mod, if you get a win, you get a star. You get you like each win counts as a star, but then I had like 20 stars, and they only had like 2. So like I worked hard to level up my Fox. Like
Of course.
his Falco really destroyed me for a while at first.
But then you basically figured out, you got better, and then you could say you're evenly matched, or you're ahead of him now. Yeah.
I'll confidently say I'm ahead of him now.
Yeah.
But like before, but what caused me to level up, like greatly level up, was when I started going to Manila every month, starting last year in I think August. I would go there every month for a tournament, like just one weekend, like 2 days, and then I'd come back. And those guys are really good, so
Yeah.
they were probably my main motivation.
It kind of makes you jealous how there's a scene, like a really big scene in other parts. Like I know we don't really have the best like a huge scene here, but it's small, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes you kind of jealous because like in places like Manila, where there's like a big scene for fighting games in general, they get to meet each other a lot and play and just go against different people, learn different play styles, and just keep constantly improving. Like
yeah, that's actually true. And I know like the Manila scene got big, or the Smash Manila scene got big, because they used to play at this one place.
Playbook.
And like Playbook, yeah. They used to play at this place called Playbook every weekend or every Friday. But that's how they had a schedule, and they'd meet constantly. That's why they were consistently growing. So for some reason it stopped in Playbook, so they had to like make up their own play thing, which is why I'm really excited because Checkpoint just opened,
mm,
and that can be like a place like, oh, let's meet up on this day or whatever.
yeah, it's a good place because yeah, I've been holding like ultimate meetups and there, and people show up and it feels great. And if we can do the same for Melee and people just show up and play, like that'd be just as good too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I had this idea before, like build it and they will come. So back when I was running Smash 4 tournaments, I just posted it online, and then so like 12 people would come. It was really nice.
That's good.
But
That's
now it's like easier because with Melee, I just need to bring my laptop, and I just need to buy another controller just so I have 2, and bring it to Checkpoint and announce it online. And the last time I did that, we had like 3 other people come.
Yeah.
Was this the last time I was there with Hawk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We had Koi there too. That was real nice.
Yeah.
Wait, was he? He was. Yeah, he was there. He was there.
Me
Yeah,
and
Koeman.
7D, me and Orient 7D were there. It was really fun. Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys were there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem was, I mean, now we can bring we can bring laptops. If people get a setup on their laptop, that's already a setup right there. And I'm sure a lot of people have a Switch adapter already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but I still, it's, yeah, I suppose they do.
But either way, the adapter is not that expensive, and all you
Yeah,
need is just one setup, and then you're good to go.
But don't we need like another adapter if there's gonna be like two setups? I don't know. Yeah, like
Yeah, for two setups, you need two
You-
adapters, but
yeah.
like for one laptop is enough to have a session going.
hmm
Like okay. Speaking of like the scene here, in what are your guys' thoughts on the Cebu's melee scene in comparison to all the melee scene everywhere else in the Philippines?
So, Cebu, the Cebu melee scene is, well, it's constantly there, but it's really small, but it's constantly there. It's like that's the thing that we have going for us. In Manila, there are a lot more of them,
Mm.
which makes it easier for them to do meetups and stuff.
Mm.
But well, here like we just have a few people, like lately me. We used to have Grabby, but he left, and so have a few other people, Hawk, a lot of Jovan's friends, and I think a few of the ultimate players want to try melee.
Yeah.
I'm
I know
looking forward
Kenneth.
to that.
You. So, and like me and Jovan are always game to just bring our setup and have we really want, both of us really want to see the community grow.
Mm.
And
So that's our driving
once all the virus stuff is done, I'm down. I am so down, and I'm sure Hawk's down too, to go to Checkpoint again and bring more setups. He's got a setup now on his laptop
Oh,
with the adapter.
that'd be great. I mean, well, it
I'll
would
bring Arthur. You remember Arthur? There's Arthur.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Like as much as I'd love to do that, it's gonna be kind of hard right now because of the difficult time. Yeah, quarantine, and I don't think Checkpoint's gonna open soon because there's still the fear of the virus.
Hopefully in October at least. Hopefully, like things settle down.
That's such a long way from now. It's not gonna solve. That's not gonna
Well,
solve the fighting game itch.
Yeah, but Melee's not gonna go away anytime soon. Well, what people can do is like download the setup on their computers, just so that they can have an easier way of playing Melee.
Mm.
So they can play Melee, they can practice solo, and they can even play online via net play.
Mm-mm.
I think Lately knows how to do that. I mean, I don't know how to do it. I asked him to do the setup on mine.
Okay, yeah. I wrote a mini guide. It's the Pastebin link. It's just like a draft, but
All right.
all the steps are there needed. I have the hardest part about setting up Melee is finding an ISO file, but I have a link on my Google. I uploaded it to my Google Drive, so that's conveniently there.
Oh, send me that because I'd love that. I'd love to have that because I actually would love to play Melee and just set it up here on my laptop.
Yeah, that's just right there in the general chat of the Discord. It's already there. The Pastebin link.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks. That's really sweet. But okay, I've always wondering about Melee's the Melee scene. Like, as you know, there's the competitive scene. What happened? Lately, still there?
Hello, Tess.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, cool. As you guys know, there's a small there's a small competitive scene for Melee here in Cebu. Yeah, is there?
Yeah. Hawk's always working hard to beat me, and yeah, this scene. It's like I want to say the competitive scene in Melee right now in Cebu is just me, Dpuff, and Hawk.
Yeah, that's the
But-
competitive scene.
Yeah, the competitive. There's players, but like Hawks, he's working hard. When he started beating around the time of that time we went to checkpoint.
Mm.
Hawks started taking games off of my Fox. Like he started taking games off my Fox, and that's when I had to do some research online and find out, okay, how do the pro players beat Samus? And then that's where then it got to the point where now I'm confident in playing his Samus. So I'm sure he's working to level it up to the next level, and then that's going to cause me to level up, and then
Yeah.
it's just like it's a
feedback
level
loop.
up.
It's like a
Yeah.
back chart. Like, yeah. That's true. For Jonathan, for not Jonathan, Dpuff. Like, how do you think like about the competitive scene? Not in Cebu, like everywhere else. Where do you think is like the best place to play Melee? I pretty much kind of much figured out where, but I just want to hear it. Maybe there's another place.
All right. Best place, Manila.
Pretty much figured it out. Like,
Yeah, that's the short answer. Manila has tournaments like almost every month. That's what Lately goes to like every month.
Yep.
So they post regularly on Smash Philippines, Smash Melee Philippines, I think.
Mhm.
And so I follow the page.
Yeah.
And I follow like the news and stuff.
Yeah.
And like one time I accidentally liked an event, and then they thought I was going.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, no, I just want to watch. And yeah, it's really interesting to watch those there's Twitch streams and stuff. And some of their players are really good.
Any
Really
names? Like any
Yeah.
really
I'd
popular.
say the best player in the Philippines right now is someone named Junkyard Dude.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he is 19 years old.
When it comes to Melee, he's the best. Like in the
Yes.
Philippines right now. For real?
Yes.
'Cause-
And I think he's I want to say he's ranked on. He's like a PR player for Ultimate as well.
yes, I've seen him play. I think I was in the tournament with him. The dude he's one of the top eights, consistent top eights. I'm like, geez, now that I know you also look really good in Melee, I thought this name was familiar. I'm like,
Yeah. So yeah, that it's insane, right? Like
Yeah.
he's a monster. And what's good about him is he since he graduated high school, he went to NorCal, I think University of Santa Clara or something.
Mm.
And so now he spends his semesters there, so he can, California is like one of like the hot spots for Melee, right?
Mm-mm.
And he has access to net play there, and he actually competed in Genesis 7.
Oh,
And for being the monster he is, like he's so good, he got 257th at
no
Genesis,
way!
which is
Oh,
like
damn.
that just shows like, okay, dude, Melee is insanely hard.
Oh my
Didn't he like place first in the last tourney?
In the
The one
wait,
last
did he
Friday.
compete? Oh yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did. Using like, and he wasn't even using his main. He was using like
Yeah,
like
the
Mars,
random characters. He was
Falco.
Fox.
Yeah, he started off as a Pikachu main though, but switched to Fox.
So there really is that high ceiling. Cause like you thought like since Junkyard was like really good in the Philippines, like let's say you guys you said like he was number one in Melee here, but then he goes to Genesis, gets his butt kicked at the 250th place. I'm like, oh my god, that just goes to show like how much effort you have to put in to get so good. Like wow.
Yeah. The thing is, like here in the Philippines, like in Genesis, he places like 200, whatever.
Mm.
But I remember seeing this joke on the Smash Melee page. I was like, Melee is the easiest game ever because you can lose all of your games and still place top 10.
yeah.
That's mean. I actually felt I felt that. I actually felt that.
Yeah, all of us work. If we started a tournament, we'd all be in top 8.
Yeah.
I mean, with the growing scene here, I'm sure there's like the Smash Ultimate players have been coming out. Like there's been a lot of them coming out. I was like, I'm so happy. But also like the same can be done for Melee here. I know there are like a bunch of others there who actually play the game or who really want to play the game, like learn about it. And that's the good thing about you guys who are here in the scene, because you guys can help introduce these guys to Melee or help bring them out, make them play.
Yeah. Remember that time you were at my place, X, and then like out of nowhere, Soba and Kenneth, like
Yeah, they just
they
showed
came.
up.
Yeah, they showed up. That was awesome. But when
Yeah.
when they tried Melee, I saw a lot of potential in Kenneth and the way he was using Jigglypuff.
Hmm.
I was like, whoa!
The-
He was doing stuff.
Yeah, the guy is a fighting game aficionado. The guy really knows he knows his fighting game, like for real. It's amazing how he can just quickly adapt to whatever he plays, and he does stuff like, oh, you can do that already. Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
want to
I
see
can
where he
agree with
goes.
Mm. But with you guys, like I thought, like okay, I'm ready to go up against Dpuff's Puff, and oh my god, was I wrong? It's like, oh my god, what's happening? I'm being back aired to oblivion, and I thought like, okay, I can just back air him my way. Like, no.
No,
It's not-
no. I mean, like, I've had a lot of practice with other characters. Like, I practice a lot with Lately, Grabby. We used to have this player who played a Sheik.
Mm,
His name's Ken, and so I played
Oh,
numerous characters, and you just have to look at their pattern and see where you can find an opening to get them. And once you find that opening, yeah, you're golden.
you're golden. Like, and then fighting against Lately last time, I thought like, okay, I can't beat Jovan. Maybe I can't beat Dpuff, but maybe I could try Jovan. I know I'm
Oh
not gonna
no.
win. I'm not gonna win, but I can try. And then, oh yeah, I got 4 stock. I got I can only take 1 stock from him. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch for a bit and just see him destroy other people. I can't take him.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
when-
fair, I was warmed up against Jigglypuffs just by playing Dpuff during that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fox going against Puff is one of my favorite matchups as Fox. Mewtwo King or someone made this analogy to where it's like fighting a Mega Man boss. Like, you're fighting a Mega Man boss, you're just trying to dodge the attacks and just shoot lasers or shoot, bullets and
Yeah,
not get hit. It's like that. So
Oh.
it's like treat it like a single player game boss kind
That's-
of thing.
that's a pretty good way to put it. That's true.
That's interesting. So
Shoot and run and hit when
Yeah.
you can't. Man, that's
yeah, whenever the mindset I have when I'm playing against players I know who are better than me, like lately or back then and during the tournament, like the other Manila players,
Mm-mm.
the only thing that I would think about, just so I don't lose the motivation, is I always count like every stock that I take off of them as a win.
Mm.
So like whenever I go against lately, we always like take 3 stocks off of each other,
Mm-mm.
and then it's
Dude,
like
it goes down to the wire.
it always
Wow.
goes down to the wire, and I always count that as like 3 wins. And when he finally takes out my last stock, I'm like, all right, that's 3 wins and 1 loss.
All right, that's also a pretty good mindset when it comes to
Yeah. So when you like, you don't even have to count the losses. Like, even if you can take 1 stock off of lately, I mean that's a big
cheap.
thing, and you count that as a win.
Okay, so that stock I took from you last time lately, I won.
Yes.
lost.
yes.
I won.
That's a good mindset, actually. Like that's how you build toward. That's how you know you're getting better. Like you take 1 stock off of him, and like the next time you play, you take 2 stocks off of him, and then you're getting better.
That's true. That's actually good. You know what? I'm writing that down. I need to keep that in mind. I need to keep that in mind because that's actually really good. Because even in Ultimate, it's like once I lose a stock, I feel like oh my god, I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna panic. And like, no, I can't lose stocks. But even if I take a stock and I'm like a stock below, it's like I don't feel good. But maybe with that
Yeah,
mindset,
yeah, yeah.
maybe with
I,
that mindset.
I also have that mindset, but like when I know the player I'm up against is better than me, then it's just like counting your small victories.
Mm.
I need to borrow that for next time I go against this coming Friday. There's gonna be another one.
Ooh,
Oh my
oh,
gosh.
there's even gonna be another tournament. There's a mini tournament coming this Friday, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So far it's for the past 6 or 7 Friday, maybe 6 Friday. The past 6 Fridays, there's always been an online tournament for Melee.
oh, that's cool. Because there's also another online tournament for Ultimate, which I'm gonna join. So I'm gonna say good luck to you guys for Melee. Beat them up, and me and
Yeah.
this.
I would like to do a rematch, like another Cebu versus Manila. That's what I want to see.
Mm.
Oh,
Uh,
that would be
yeah.
great.
Now, like last time, you didn't have your Ethernet cable, so
Yeah,
like me,
that was really bad.
yeah, me, Hawk, Arthur, and Josh were at my place, and we were watching your matches. We were like, dude, that's not the Johnson we know. Like you would stand still for like just standing still for like even a quarter of a second is bad in Melee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you. Like when I was looking at my screen, the inputs that I was making like 2 seconds ago were just happening on screen.
Yeah,
It
and
was that bad.
Mm.
yeah, and like the way it ended. Do you remember like how you were like kind of just under the stage,
Yeah,
under Battlefield, just jumping into the ceiling or like the ground?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, all we need for Melee just Ethernet cable and
You're
game
good.
GameCube controller and adapter, and we're golden.
Mm. So okay, that's a different story. It's gonna be a different story this Friday since you finally have the Ethernet cable. It's gonna
Yes.
be beyond top 5 for both of you guys. Top 3, maybe even top 1.
Hey, maybe.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm
It'll
still
be
kind of
me and
salty about that Spider Boy loss.
Wait, what do you mean? Why are you salty about that loss? I don't know.
Uh, okay, so he went Falco first,
Yeah.
and I beat his Falco. Then he switched to Sheik,
Mm.
and I am so bad versus Sheik. Like I need more Sheiks to practice with. So he won game 2. So match, third match since he won. So I picked the stage. Then I get the counter pick for character. So he says he's still staying Sheik, but then I went Sheik too. So I was like, you know what? I'll just try going Sheik versus his Sheik. But then I got, in Melee, Sheik has a chain grab on other Sheiks. And back then, you'd hear it on streams like there was like an unwritten agreement, like no chain grabs versus other Sheiks.
Mm.
It was like a thing of honor, like because it's an infinite chain grab and it's like a free kill. And I got chain grabbed, and then like the last stock, I just killed myself. Like I'll just try it and just rack it.
Oh no, dang. Oh yeah, I've seen the chain guard infinite, but he just did that to you? Like, oh man.
Yeah, but it's fine. Like I'll just get him back next week.
And
Like
you're not.
the person I lost to is someone I respect a lot. Applied Philosopher. He's a good player,
Oh,
and it's fun playing him.
but not against the chain grab sheet.
Yeah, not actually. I probably should have just stuck with my
Your main.
main and just
Yeah, just
sucks it up. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
more. By not staying Fox for game 3, I lost practice against Sheik, which I need. So that's my fault.
yeah, it's fine, man. Oh, but okay, when it comes to Melee, like if like when it comes to introducing people to Melee, would you say like games like Project M, like the mod for Brawl to make it into Melee, would you say that's a good place to start for some of them who don't want to get into Melee directly?
Yes. If you don't, as long as you don't do the auto L cancel option.
There's an auto
Right.
L canceling option in Project M. Huh.
Yeah, in the new Project Plus. I tried it, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But would you
Um,
say? Okay,
I
go.
would disagree though. Like I've never tried Project M, and from what I see, like I'd just much rather just jump into
Sorry.
Melee right away,
Mm,
like with all its little nuances.
mm.
Yeah, like yeah, just jump into melee right away. Honestly, you just need like a buddy to play with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick question from Daryl Kent Galindo. What was the biggest Smash Bros. Melee event held in Cebu? What was it, guys? As
Oh
veterans of the scene.
Probably before my time, right?
no, actually that was your time. Like I think it was 2
No,
years
don't
ago.
tell me. No, don't tell me that that tournament was the biggest event because that was like 12, 11 or 12 people.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot already a lot. Now the biggest one before that was 3 people. So
No way.
so it was like the three of us, three the three tournament organizers joined the tournament
Oh,
just
was that
so
the
we
one
had players.
with like Koi's drunk commentary or something?
Yeah, something like that. So it was me, Koi, and Grubby. So Koi and I think it was Moldbreaker who commentated. It was me and Grubby on the main stage. That's actually where I met you, X.
Wait, that was in Galleria, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the one in Galleria. And uh, for some reason, Grubby choked. I mean, we were playing a lot of games before that just to warm up our hands,
Mm-mm.
and he beat me in every single game before that.
Mm-mm.
And when it finally went on the main stage, like, all right, let's start the main event,
Yeah.
he lost both games to me.
You-
And so, like, I remember he was so frustrated at me during that time. It's like, I beat you many times, but I lost the 2 times that it mattered.
on stage.
And then, yeah, after that, that's when we had several other tournaments, but just, like, with just a few people, like 4 or 5, but like smaller stage, in a smaller scene. And then the one in Oak Ridge,
Mm.
the one that was when we had like 12 people join,
That's pretty good number already since from the three.
and lately won that one.
So lately, when you won that one, would you say you absolutely demolished your competition?
No, it wasn't. It was actually intense. I got a bracket reset on me, so
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was really good. That was a really good match.
Wait, who
yeah.
was that guy who did that to you? Dang!
The Josh, that was Josh, the guy from California. But
Oh,
he's no longer here. He left.
oh, but dang! The fact he made you do a bracket reset, yeah, that just tells me like, yeah, I can't beat him. Yeah, I can't even fight him. I don't even want to fight him.
Yeah,
But
that was,
I did, my Peach did cool stuff during that tournament. I know it was a 2-day event. The first day, my Peach went undefeated, so there's that.
yeah. I remember I was commentating on that match, and Josh was telling me like, oh, you were so biased during the entire thing, because during the entire match, I was like, why is Lately using Fox or Falco? And like I was saying into the microphone, I hope Lately brings out the peach, and he brings out the peach and wins.
Yeah. Like at that time, I was a Peach main. I was like practicing a lot of Peach
Mm,
because Armada's my favorite melee competitor.
mm-hmm.
Shout out to that guy.
Goes
Yeah.
up.
But I just somehow became a Fox main.
I wonder what the transition. I wonder how how the transition went. Like, because Peach is like a bit floaty, but then you switch to Fox, a fast faller, really a glass cannon. So was the transition hard?
Not super hard because my first main was Falco. So the order of my mains is Falco to Peach to Fox, and Falco and Fox are kind of they're both spacies. They're similar in melee
Yeah, and to the
in
degree
terms of like the buttons you have to push.
Mm-mm. But
Yeah. Like on my end, I chose Puff and never looked back.
You just stayed Puff until now, still Puff, and just never gonna give up Puff.
I'm never gonna give up Puff.
Me, I'm gonna try Puff, but I'm also gonna try pick up Falcon. But boy, oh boy,
Falcon's hype. Falcon is hype.
yeah,
Oh,
Falcon's
Falcon is
so hype.
good.
One good knee, and you can hear the screams already.
Everybody cheers for the Falcon.
Yep.
Yep.
He doesn't get old.
Well, okay. What advice can you both give to people who want to get into Melee here?
So it's really easy to download. So like most people think that to play Melee, you need either a GameCube or a Wii, and then plug it into a CRT or something. Now that's the air quotes purest way of playing Melee. But these days, like even here in Cebu, it's really hard to find a CRT. It's hard to find a GameCube. It's hard to find a copy of the game.
True.
So an emulator is actually a really good substitute for that. So an emulator on a laptop. So I recommend Dolphin, and just go at it. And what actually gets people hyped is watching tournaments. Like even of the top players like Hungry Box or YouTube King, whoever is on top right now. Like that's what you watch those games, and then you like try to see what they're doing and try to follow those.
What about you, Jovan? Do you have any words of advice to those who want to get into Melee?
Yeah, just get it on the emulator. It's not that hard. All you need is a GameCube controller. But my advice is find that friend that is willing to find that friend that will try it with you. If you have someone that's like with similar skill levels as you, then the grind will be it will be there.
Yeah, but
yeah, I'll have to agree with that. Like you need to find that friend who will make you better, and you will make them better.
That's true. Personally, I never really had. I mean, now I do. I have people who play with me and who constantly make me want to, I want to beat them. I really want to beat them. I have to keep getting better so that I don't get beat. But back then, I didn't have anyone to play with, so bots all day, just practice like a gremlin in my own room, and just kept chugging the hours. So what can you tell to those guys who don't have anyone to play with?
Well, that issue is solved because one player, Yeti's Don Exits, he's doing a lot for the Melee community in the Philippines. So he was able to. So we rented a VPS in the Makati data center, which will allow us to play Melee. Now we can connect with anyone. So once you get Melee, like I'm down, we can play some games. If you want to rematch my Fox, or if you want to play Dpuff, we can get that set up.
Yeah, from the comfort of your own homes.
That's true.
Can I mention? I forgot to mention that I've been hosting tournaments in the province, and the biggest one was a 20-man tournament. So,
that's a lot.
Yeah, So it's just like a bunch of province friends, like family friends, cousins, and all that. Keeping it up to date with bracket, but I have like a cousin that's he got the whole setup, and I'm sure they're playing games. Like I even donated the GameCube there, so a lot of young kids want to play it. I'll let them. I didn't explain to them wave dashing because no one there wave dashes, so they're just like learning the game. But it's pretty hyped to see like how that scene grows.
That's true. Like
the last one was in December, though, unfortunately.
But when you say like when the quarantine is done and things are fine, would you those guys are willing to do it again, right? Like hold it again. You are, right?
Yeah. Every time I'll go there, I wanted to do it once a month. When I visit my grandma. Host a tournament on Sunday.
That's nice. That's really cool. Yeah, just the fact that you get to see a scene and it just grows. Yeah, the feeling is great. Because I remember the time when there wasn't, like what you guys, like what Dpuff said, like there was barely a scene here, Pop, and then it just grew. Like I don't know what happened. like no, I do kind of know what happened. People just like calling out like, yeah, let's go, let's play, and then that's why Orient's still here. We want to get people out and get people to play not melee, ultimate, whatever fighting game comes,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So I'm really glad.
Yeah,
I'm so
we'll just,
like
we'll
really
just
glad.
wait out the virus. That's all we got to do.
God dang it, this virus. But that's why I'm glad you guys are here too, because you guys are like the godfathers of Cebu melee. So
I still consider myself a newcomer. I consider, Grabby and Dpuff as the OGs for me.
Oh damn. Yeah, and Grabby just left me, so I'm like,
oh,
We still have Koi, but
yeah, Koi's pretty busy these days, but
we just need the virus to be done. So
and then
it's gonna take a while.
once it's done, we're just gonna get everyone together and we're just gonna play and play and play and play. Just hoping.
Yeah, like
Right.
I hope ARCHcon can still happen. I'd like to see Melee back at ARCHcon.
I really hope so too. But
I know Hawk really wanted that to happen.
That's true.
yeah, for sure.
For sure. So like before we go, do you guys want to make any shout outs to anyone out there? Any
All right, so I wanna make a shout out to the Cebu Smash admin group. So we have Mold Breaker, Faith, Koi, Ken, Grubby, if you're listening, wherever you are, wherever you may be right now. I miss my sparring partner.
Oh.
Grubby was my sparring partner. I really hope we get more people into the Smash community.
Yep.
I hope so too.
Yeah, just shout outs to our scene, shout outs to Manila scene. We're striving to catch up and grow our scene as well.
For sure.
We're gonna try. I swear we're gonna try to catch up.
Online tournaments, they are a thing. So
Yeah, it'll help. It'll help us get reach that skill ceiling. Yeah, we will. All right. So no more shout outs, guys. You good?
We're good.
All right.
Shout out to Fox.
All right.
All right.
All right. So that's all the time we have. Thank you so much, Dpuff and Lately, for taking part in the weekly FGC. It means a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Sorry about the brownout. I had to even switch to my laptop for this, but
Well, it's all good.
we're good now. You guys were sounding like robots for the first 10 minutes.
Nice. Oh, we sound like robots all the time, I guess. So you're
No,
good.
you guys are humans now. It was just a sound thing.
All right.
Yep.
So,
Yep, we're good.
yeah, thanks to you guys and thanks to the viewers for listening. And if you want to talk with us for the next podcast, all you got to do is message us your name and topic now on Messenger. Also, remember that you can donate to the Association of Philippine Medical Colleges via the links in the comments below. We'll talk with you again next week for another Orient Weekly FGC. Yo, stay safe, everyone, and bye-bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.